Hey everyone, your friendly neighborhood cat is back with another Sims 4 house building video. Today we are actually more of doing a renovation of one of my lots that is already on the Sims 4 gallery. I did this, I want to say, a year ago, and there were a couple things I didn't add. We didn't have lots big enough to fulfill everything I wanted in the house and to make it realistic enough, so I've decided to go back and edit it a bit. I wish I had video of me originally building it, but unfortunately I do not. It would have probably been like, I don't even know, it took me, I want to say, around like 10 hours of building on The Sims to make this dream come true. So it definitely wasn't an easy build. It took me a long time. But I like how it turned out in the end. I especially like how it looks now. I did add a couple more rooms to make it more realistically a boarding house. I think there was only like 3 or 4 bedrooms in the original on the gallery. Version 2 is up now. It's just like the Salvatore boarding house version 2. There's a garden out the back, and then there's also like a ballroom that I didn't have before. This house is giant in real life. I don't think on the Vampire Diaries, though, it's as big. I think they just kind of use the shell of the house and some photos of it, but the actual acting does not take place inside. Nice little pause here. I was probably looking up photos of it again. But yeah, so we went back and edited it, made it look a little bit more realistic to what the actual house looks like in real life. I think the actual house is called, oh my goodness, I can't remember what it's called. I'll leave the link in the description below to the original house and what the show is based off of. Unfortunately, it did get demolished, so this house does not exist in real life anymore. And yeah, I'm just going to be adding a whole nother area off the back of the house. There's some photos online you can look at of the gardens and stuff, and I never originally added the gardens. I didn't have enough room to build this house 100%. But now I do. So yeah, I'm really glad for the updates in The Sims 4, especially with the get together. It really fits. I mean, this isn't really like a Victorian era home, but it's more of like a vampire-ish home, which fits like more suited to like Tudor style homes. I guess that's more of the style that this is. But yeah, anyway, we build a ballroom and we build some bedrooms for kind of, I guess it's like a hotel, you could say. If you don't know what a boarding house is, it basically is just like a hotel for people visiting places. But yeah, so throwing in some windows at that little ballroom area, we end up doing that really gold and it looks nice in the end. I'm really happy with how that turned out. So unfortunately we don't have doors that match those windows, and I don't really know why. And then of course I was going to add those dance floors to the roof, but they didn't really work, so we end up doing this instead and making it look kind of cute. I really like how the back of the house turned out. So, and I feel like sometimes when I go back to builds and renovate them, they don't have the same style as they did when I first did them, and this one still stays pretty true to the design that I had originally came up with. I wish they would fix that snapping problem. Like when you have a roof that goes into a house that has a balcony, it doesn't work properly, so I don't know. And this house would be way more accurate if we had terrain tools. The backyard has many different levels in real life, whereas right now it does not. So I kind of made my own levels by using those, I guess, foundations and just kind of making them look realistic. I put a ton of rocks in as well, so that kind of helps with the cause. But yeah, roofing it was pretty hard. I mean, it just takes a lot of like deleting, redoing, and then just trying to get it perfect, because I still feel like the roof looks a little bit awkward for this house, but it's as good as it's going to get. I can't get it to work properly without losing some of the realistic aspects of it, so. And then when I added a bunch of rooms, I had to go back and like edit rooms again, older rooms, I guess you could say. But it was hard to fit these rooms in the space. I thought it would be easy and I could make like a little hallway to all the different bedrooms for the boarding house, but that's not really how it worked out, which was a little bit sad and unfortunate, but we figured it out in the end, so that was good. yeah, I'm trying to make this look similar to how it looks in real life. I still can't remember the name of the actual house in real life. I don't know, like, I've looked up this house a million times, so, but yeah, they did demolish it, I think, a couple years ago. I can't maybe like 2006, but I honestly don't know. So yeah, it is demolished. It doesn't exist in real life anymore, which is a really big shame, but I think it was just costing too much money to have it around, so that's why they got rid of it. But again, super unfortunate that they have to demolish things like this, especially since it was for a TV show. So thankfully, the TV show popularized the house, so people actually knew about it and were able to visit it before. But yeah, it's like, I mean, this house wasn't built for the TV show, but I find a lot of the times things we use for TV shows and then they get demolished, which is really sad. Like the house in Practical Magic, the outside was just a shell, but it did get demolished. People can't go look at it. They could have kept it though. I don't know if there's a huge market for Practical Magic stuff anymore, but yeah, I think I do have a Practical Magic house up on the gallery, and I think I might go back and show you guys that again and just like talk you through how I went like with the process of building it and decorating it. These houses take so long that sometimes they're not worth putting up on YouTube, but I did really want to share with this one with you guys because it is one of my most popular downloads. It has like, I don't even know, like a couple thousand downloads, maybe even like 3,000, I'm not too sure though, on the gallery. You guys can go check out the link to this house down below, and yeah, I'll probably check it out after this video and see how many likes or downloads, it has. I mean, I could check how many likes too, but yeah, this is one of my most downloaded houses, which is really exciting. I think the second most downloaded thing I have on the gallery is a house from Pretty Little Liars. I think it's like Hannah's house. I don't think my Aria house has that many downloads, but I have built a lot of the houses from Pretty Little Liars as well. They're up on the gallery, but I might show you guys them on YouTube too. I'm not really sure how I'd go about doing that without having to rebuild the entire house, because that takes so long, and I'm so happy with how it originally turned out that I don't want to go back and redo it. There's no point really, so yeah, just kind of going through, putting some vines up. I wish these vines had different styles so it looked more realistic and you didn't just have like one by itself, so you could blend them, or if they were the same color or the same leaf shape, I don't know. That's just my opinion. I get a lot of stuff in the garden here, lots of things for the Sims to look at. I'm pretty sure this house could pass for a museum if you did want to put it on your, or in your world, as a museum. It does have a lot of paintings and a ton of sculptures, so yeah. Right now, I think we just kind of work on the backyard for the next couple minutes here, and then we move inside. I try to put up every single fountain that we have, so you have so many different varieties. Originally, there's not a fountain in there, but I just wanted to add that because I thought it looked cute, and I wanted to have every single fountain. Like, I don't know why that was one of my missions, but it was. I don't really have a better explanation than I just wanted to have every single fountain. Something that's really annoying that frequently happens in my game, you'll see me put these in and like some of them will just disappear because like I'll go to put a fence up or one of those, like a gate, and it will just like delete a chunk of my fence and I can't put it back in. It's just a glitch or something, and it doesn't show up in pictures or screenshots, so I don't really know what is going on with that, but really unfortunate. And making this a cute little area that you can come out and sit and enjoy the, I guess, view behind you. I put this lot in one of the bigger lots. I think it's on the north side of the Get Together world, so Windenburg. Yeah, I think it's like up top, kind of, not like the biggest lot, like not that where that haunted mansion is, but just kind of below that, so. And I really enjoyed it. It looks really cute too when you, well, I don't know, it doesn't necessarily look cute, but it looks pretty badass when you look outside and like look at the world as a whole. It looks pretty cool from the world view, so I like it when that happens. I get really disappointed when it doesn't. Like for my personal house build that I did, like the house I currently live in, which is up on YouTube right now, and it's all finished. That house does not look very good from the world, and it's pretty sad. Like, it just looks so ugly that it probably won't stay on my world for very long. One thing I need to go and do is I need to start I need to start creating families and moving them in. My world's starting to get, like, really scarce, and it kind of sucks, so definitely going to do that one of these days. Yeah, hopefully I can get that done. But yeah, so just getting the bedrooms in order, and yeah, I transferred to live mode now. I wasn't in live mode before, I was just in build mode, and now I'm in live mode, but I'm doing the build mode portion so that I can make sure that these rooms work and everything. And so that when I go to do the screenshots, they just look better, because if you didn't already know, you can make way better screenshots by pressing tab when you're in live mode, and then you get like a cinematic view. You can also record like that, which is really nice, so yeah, I definitely recommend doing that instead. Man, my throat is getting so dry. I'm gonna try to take a drink, but and I tried to get like closets in, but because this room is technically this area is technically on a diagonal, it didn't want to snap properly, so I just kind of abandoned that idea and put some dressers in. So, and those trunks look really nice. I feel like that would be pretty accurate in a boarding house for people to store their items. But yeah, I'm like drinking Gatorade right now, which I don't normally do because it's fairly early, but yeah. And I tried to decorate the rooms, but it gets really boring. There isn't like a huge variety of stuff in The Sims 4 yet, so when you're furnishing, it's just not the best. But you know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about The Sims 3, that like country expansion pack. I can't remember what it's called, but it came with like, maybe it was pets. Yeah, actually it was pets. It was The Sims 3 pets. And we got the world that was like out in the country. I loved that one. I really hope that they do another country world like that in an expansion pack. It's just so cute to do houses in that style with like the rooster decor. I don't know. It's just, that's one of my favorite expansion packs. Also because it came with like dogs and cats and horses, which is pretty awesome. But I'm hoping one day we get like a micro pig or something like that. I don't know. But The Sims 3 did have a huge variety of animals in the pets, and I know we will eventually get pets, but I don't know. Yeah, hopefully sooner than later. The next expansion pack that is coming out, if you haven't already heard, is The Sims 4 City Living, which I'm really excited for. That's going to make really interesting builds on my channel, so, and it's going to be fun to play around with. I haven't really decided what I'm going to, like how I'm going to decorate the apartments in it. I'd like to see what the building looks like, because I don't want it to be too modern if the building's kind of an older style building. But yeah, I was having an issue with this roof here, so I just ended up redoing it and changing it up a bit, trying to get it to snap together properly, which was pretty daunting and hard. This roofing in this whole build, like the whole time I was making it, just did not want to work at all ever, so that's really crappy. But yeah, and then yeah, I end up using this roof instead to just compensate for the fact and then snap together, so it just looked better. But you don't really notice in the end. It looks a lot better than it did before. So, and now I'm just kind of working on the trim, and then I put some bushes in to make it look a little bit more overgrown. I wish, like, I don't know, scaling up objects works, but it just doesn't look as awesome as I'd like it to. And doing gardens and stuff takes so long, and I get so bored doing that sometimes. There's not a huge variety, and I like the gardens to look really nice up close, but I want from far away there not to be that much color in them, so I wish there was more just like plain green stuff instead of having flowers in it, but I guess that wouldn't be as realistic. So, and yeah, testing out just different types of materials for this one area of the house. I couldn't decide what I wanted there, so I think I do keep the brick though. Like, it doesn't look bad. So okay, you know when you're like, I keep saying like all the time, I need to stop that, but do you know when you are like you're not thirsty necessarily, but your throat's dry, so you take a drink of water and then you like break the seal almost, so now you have to like drink water all the time because your throat's just continuously getting dry. That's where I'm at right now. That's the dilemma. So now I cannot stop drinking. I'm just gonna take another drink here. I wish I could wait till after recording, but my throat is so dry that I cannot. And yeah, I had to edit some of the rooms. They didn't fit together anymore once I started editing the back. There's a lot of things that I didn't realize were in the house when I did this originally. And honestly, I think halfway through building this, it was starting to take so long and I was so excited to play it that I just kind of gave up on most things, so. Yeah, I don't really know how to go through and show you guys some of my other gallery builds because I'd like to showcase them, but I honestly just don't know how I would even go about that. So if I do find the footage for this build, like the original footage of me creating it, maybe I'll edit it and put it up or something, but I don't know, because I did record this, I guess, so I kind of lied in the beginning, but I recorded it using the Sims, like, software that's in the game, because that's how I thought that people were recording it. I didn't really know much about YouTube when I built this, so it was originally planned to go up on YouTube, but yeah, it didn't end up working out, and then the footage was really choppy because the in-game recording concept is just not the greatest, so yeah, we end up doing this for a bit, and then I think we furnish this rooms, and that's it for this build, and then we have a ton of screenshots at the end. I think maybe even like 3 minutes of screenshots, but then again, I am not 100% positive about that, so yeah, I haven't decided if this will be the last build this week or if I'm going to upload 3. I'm kind of jumping in between doing one more build this week or not. The other build this week would be another replica build from a very, very popular movie and book series, so I hope that doesn't give it too much away, but oh, now I have the hiccups. Yeah. I haven't decided yet. I really want to upload it, but I don't know if I'm going to be done building it this week. It's taking a lot longer than I had originally anticipated, so I don't know. But if you guys did want to check out some other stuff that I have on the gallery, I do have like Hannah Marin's house, I have Aria Montgomery's house, I have Emily Field's house, like all the Pretty Little Liars houses. I think the only one that I haven't done is Spencer Hastings and Allison's. I think those are the only 2 that I haven't done, but I have all the rest of the girls' houses finished. I was thinking about maybe even taking their bedrooms that I built in those houses and then doing like, I don't know, I guess I don't want to give too much of the show away, because that would be a really big spoiler for those of you that aren't very far along in the Pretty Little Liars series, so I'm just gonna stop myself there. Threw in some little decor items and obviously a ton of carpets. I just enjoy the look of carpets in this build, so. And then there's some more, these will be the other rooms that people can come and stay in, so you could get a ton of people in here. I honestly don't even know how many bedrooms there are. But yeah, now we're into the screenshots. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys all next week. Bye, guys! everyone, your friendly neighborhood cat is back finally to my channel after a long absence. Sorry if you guys missed my videos or thought that I just was like off the face of the planet. If you follow me on Twitter, sometimes I update. Unfortunately, I didn't update